Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamerspro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. I got to say this before I even start. I'm really beginning to witness a shift in the sports media landscape in terms of how the Lakers are covered by a lot of independent guys and even some guys that are independent but are celebrities. You see the tide shifting. If you can just go back and think of people like Cam and Mace, who are calling out the situation with Bronny James on the Lakers. Cam kept it a buck, and I think that a lot of the people that are in power that control media, that's what they can ill afford to see happen. The independent guys like myself and others, we're not really viewed as threats because, to be frank with you, we're not celebrities, nor are we former athletes or entertainers. But whenever you have entertainers and some athletes going out there and saying, "No, look, this is embarrassing what's going on with the Lakers," then it delegitimizes what they're doing, and then all of a sudden you have a problem. That's why some of these powerful entities, they always partner up with established voices, and then they kind of accentuate some of the points that they want, or some of the points and agendas that they want propagated to the masses. But we're starting to see a shift. Now, yesterday there was another preseason game between, I believe it's probably the last one the Lakers have played. I don't know, they probably will play one more, but I think they play 5 preseason games. But anyway, there was their 4th preseason game, and this game was against the Golden State Warriors. And going into that preseason game, there were some headlines, of course, with Lebron and Stephen Curry, who just recently played on the Paris Olympic team, who won the gold medal, who had some special moments during their campaign. But it was also the aspect of Bronny James, who's always lurking in the background. So I watched, I believe, a good portion of the first half. No. I stopped watching, I think it was in the first quarter. I may be wrong. When LeBron had that hesitation move that he did, he kind of did a modified post up, and then he hesitated and then went to the basket and dunked. I think that was the last play I saw in the game. That was a great play, by the way. And then I kind of tuned out because I'm like, okay, it's a preseason game. But then I woke up to various headlines all over the place of Bronny James. And I'm a person that follows, I get my highlight. I don't watch the long highlights like I can't do that. That's just, I can't do it. I like the 2.5-minute highlights that I watch. Those are the highlights that I really get into. So I opened up my phone this morning as I'm waking up. That's why I get the highlights sent to me, and it's from a channel called Motion Station. And Motion Station has well over 1 million subscribers. They have 1.1 million for subscribers. And on the thumbnail, I want to show you guys a thumbnail now. If you look at the thumbnail, it goes game recap, Warriors 111, Lakers 97. And if you look at the image, who do you see on the image? You see Bronny James smiling. Now, what you see there is the very reason that many of us are flaming Bronny James and the Lakers. People keep saying, "Oh, just a 55th pick. Why are you talking about him? Just a 55th pick. Why are you talking about him?" Then ask these big companies why they're out here promoting him, a 55th pick, in a preseason game. They're talking about it, so we're going to talk about it, and we're about to really get into what happened last night. So what I want to do is I want to get into the box score of the game, right? Let's get to the actual substance. If you look at the Lakers side, you had some players that played some decent minutes. Rui Hachimura played 27 minutes. LeBron played 27 minutes. Anthony Davis played 26 minutes. Austin Reeves played 16 minutes. D'Angelo Russell played 29 minutes. So the starters all played roughly 20 minutes on average, 20 plus minutes on average, and they did well. Rui Hachimura had 15 points. LeBron had 6 points. Anthony Davis had 24 points. He was beast mode in 26 minutes. Austin Reeves had 13 points. D'Angelo Russell had 6 points. He had the highlight there with the shimmy. He did it. Stephen Curry, and Stephen Curry obviously responded. And then, of course, you have Bronny James, who found a way in the game, and he ended up playing 9 minutes in that game. 9 minutes in the game. And do you know who didn't play? Quincy Olivari. Do you know who Quincy Olivari is? He's the other rookie that went out there that absolutely balled out in the Milwaukee Bucks game. And I think he had 11 points in that game in the second half. He was balling out. And one would think that if the Lakers notice something in this kid, that we'll continue to play him. But no, that's not what the Lakers did. That's not what JJ Redick did. Instead, what they decided to do was double down on their nonsense and continue to play Bronny James. In that game, Bronny played 9 minutes, scored 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting, 0% from the 3. He got you what? He got you 1 rebound, 0 assists, 0 blocks, and I think he got you, 1 block and 0 steals in that game. And I think it's one of the first games he has a positive plus minus of 0. So he's improving because his net plus minus was minus 40. So it's an improvement. And then you have media companies out here promoting him all over the place. And of course, we're going to talk about him. But we got to talk about the Lakers and JJ Redick and these guys. Why aren't you playing the people that look like they're actually showing some promise? Why aren't you playing them? And you know what's most likely going to happen? He's not even going to make the team. They're going to force feed Bronny down the throats of NBA fans, knowing damn well he ain't ready and knowing damn well that they may have prospects on their roster that could actually contribute to them now. But that's not part of the Laker agenda right now. And it's one of the reasons the Lakers have turned themselves into one of the biggest embarrassments in all of sports. Certainly the Lakers are the #1 clown show in the NBA right now. And it ain't even up for question. It's not even a dispute. The Lakers are an absolute joke as we speak. They're a joke. They are a total joke because they don't seem serious. The fact that they're even promoting Bronny the way that they are, knowing he's not ready, shows you the lack of seriousness from this organization. But that's the Lakers for you. It's going to be a long season for die-hard, real Laker fans. We wish y'all the best. The Lakers are unquestionably the biggest joke in the NBA that we got going right now. It ain't even up for discussion. Over the last 3 to 4 years, it has been nothing but drama and ridiculous stories. Nothing but drama. The Lakers don't even seem to be interested in winning basketball games. How do we know this? Let's look at some of the moves they made this offseason. Number one, they fired a coach that had 2 years of coaching experience with the team, although the team didn't like him, but he was able to yield some level of results, meaning they made the playoffs 2 consecutive years, and one of those years they made it to the Western Conference Finals. But fine, they don't want him. Then they went out there to court Dan Hurley, I believe of UConn. They found a way to mess that up. And then, to no one's surprise, they ended up hiring JJ Redick, a coach with no coaching experience whatsoever, and had a bit of a conflict of interest with him and LeBron having a podcast, whatever. But the Lakers decided to do that. Just when you thought that they were through with their moves, they then said, you know what, we can take it a step further. Where now, to show you guys how serious we are about winning basketball games, we're going to go draft Bronny James at the 55th pick. And then, at first, the coach, JJ Redick, tried to make it seem like, oh, no, this is absolutely on Bronny's merits because we 100% believe in him. And then we hear Rob Pelinka, general manager of the Lakers, go, well, this is absolutely for the moment. We want to be the team that makes history with a father and son duo. If it's going to happen, it should be in a Lakers jersey. We're like, okay, this really sounds like you guys are really interested, focused on winning basketball games. But just when you thought that the Lakers couldn't shock you anymore, they decided to do something which absolutely floored me. And not only me, a lot of NBA fans as well. And I want to credit Mitch, who sent me this topic yesterday. And I guess it was sourced from an article on Fadeaway World, but he sent it to me via Instagram. And I want to show you the thumbnail now. And this is what he sent me. Yes, I couldn't believe it. It says, Jeannie Buss isn't ruling out a parade for the Lakers 2020 championship team. He sent that to me, and I damn near fell out of my seat. Let's get into the article first of all. It says, This we're reading from fadeawayworld.net. It says, Jeanie Buss wouldn't rule out a parade for the 2020 Lakers. It continues on. In a recent appearance on the Above the Rim podcast with former Lakers star Dwight Howard, Lakers owner Jeanie Buss left the door open for the possibility of a future celebration for the 2020 championship team. When Howard, who was a key part of the Lakers' 2020 title run, asked if the team could ever get the parade they missed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Buss replied, okay, well, don't rule it out. Maybe someday, like someday something will make sense. So I'll never close the door 100%. Like something will make sense. The 2020 Lakers were arguably the most unique NBA championship team in recent history, not just because of their performance on the court, but because of the unprecedented circumstances they faced off it. The team won the title in the NBA bubble in Orlando and Florida after the season was paused for months due to the pandemic. While the Lakers earned their 17th championship, tying them with the Boston Celtics for the most in league history, the typical post-championship celebration, namely the victory parade, never happened. At the time, large public gatherings were banned and the world was grappling with the pandemic's devastating impact. Los Angeles in particular has strict restrictions in place, making it impossible for the Lakers to host the type of massive parade that had been synonymous with their previous championship. The Lakers players, staffs, and fans were left to celebrate the victory largely through virtual platforms, and the team never received the full celebration they earned. Okay, so that's that. Now I want to read what people said in response to this post from sideline sources. One guy said, they're going to look goofy celebrating a 4-year Mickey Mouse ring. Another person said, just focus on this year. The F they doing a parade 4 years later for. Another person said, remove this effing post. One person said, please stop. I'm a dire Lakers fan. This is embarrassing. Yo, what the F? Another person said, remember when we did that ass parade? Another person said, it's too late. Another person said, roll that bleep out, please. One other guy said, she's fried. One other person said, what happened to the organization I love? And one final person said, entirely too late. This post generated 15,000 likes just about 16 hours ago as to when we're producing this show. What are my thoughts about this? First of all, I'm not surprised by this whatsoever. I mean, what won't the Lakers do? They just finished last season totally embarrassing themselves by having the nerve to hang an in-season tournament banner in the rafters. And then on top of it all, they had a rafter celebration. Oh my God. Oh dear God. What in the hell is wrong with the Los Angeles Lakers, people? What's wrong with them? They had the nerve to celebrate it. They were out there acting like as if they won the they were actually popping champagne in the locker room. The Los Angeles Lakers, who have 17 championship trophies, were celebrating an in-season tournament ban, or whatever the hell you want to call it. That's how far the Lakers have fallen. Now they're talking about they're considering, or Jeanie Buss wouldn't rule out the possibility of them celebrating a championship that they won 4 years ago. Are you even kidding me? Are you even joking? Who takes the Lakers seriously at all at this point? This is a team that I supported for 15 plus years. 15 plus years. When the Lakers actually were a serious organization. Now they're just a total joke. And if you omit the bubble ring that they were able to capture in Orlando back in 2020, if you look at Jeanie Buss's record as the governor of this team, it ain't looking too good. Somehow she's able to escape through the madness. But the Lakers are not a serious team. For as much of a joke as people make of the Clippers, and I understand that they never won anything, in terms of being a serious organization, they're more serious. They've been winning more games over these years. They now have even invested in their own arena, which is probably the best arena of any sports team in the world right now, probably, with the Intuit Dome Arena. But at least they're serious about winning. The Lakers are not serious about winning. They're serious about winning the headlines. Dare I say the Lakers are like the Cowboys of the NBA. They're like the Cowboys. And ironically, the Lakers used to be about winning. But now they're considering, let me tell you something. If they host a parade for the 2020 championship, I am going to roast the Lakers for an entire month nonstop. I will not let off the gas pedal when it comes to I will roast them mercilessly. Let's get into this topic here. I've been saying for the past few months now that the Lakers aren't serious. The Lakers are as serious about winning as Ben Simmons is serious about playing basketball. That's how serious the Lakers. The Lakers are not serious. The Lakers are all about the headlines and the drama and making money and they have very little interest in actually winning ball games. Had they had any serious interest, they would have hired a more qualified coach than JJ Redick. But they decided not to do that. Then on top of that, they decided to turn themselves into a clown show by drafting Bronny James, which they knew was going to bring them a lot of clicks and headlines, especially when him and LeBron play together and they're going to be getting jersey sales and all of that. We all knew that they were a joke. But what we've been waiting for is for NBA players to come out here and say the same thing. And it seems like one of the most demonstrative players, especially when he was playing in the NBA, DeMarcus Cousins, came to the conclusion that the moment the Lakers decided to draft Bronny James, he knew that the Lakers organization were absolutely not serious about winning championships anymore. For those of you who didn't hear what DeMarcus Cousins had to say about the state of affairs with the Lakers, I want to play exactly what he had to say for you now, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to DeMarcus Cousins here.
I don't really think the Lakers are serious anymore. I love everything that it stands for. I think, what Bron is doing with his legacy and just, as a businessman and everything that comes with it, I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's really, really dope. But as far as the Lakers actually competing, I don't know. I take that as a sign as they aren't really serious. With the way their season ended last year with the high expectations, I expected more from them as far as making moves. I do like the kid from Tennessee that they drafted. I think he could, be a instant impact player for them. But they had a lot of concerns last year that I don't think really were addressed. And, I didn't really see those moves being made in the offseason as well. So, it's TBD in my opinion.
So you heard what he had to say. Now, of course, we already know what the LeBron fans are going to say. Oh, who is this scrub? Who is this scrub? I'm going to tell y'all who this scrub is, okay? DeMarcus Cousins, when he was healthy, let me give you some of his numbers during seasons where he was healthy with the Sacramento Kings. 1 year, he averaged 22 points, 11.7 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 1.5 steals a game on 76% shooting from the free throw line, 49% shooting from the field, 32% from the 49% from the field, and while playing 32 minutes a game. That's 1 year. The next year, 24 a game, 12.7 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 1.6 steals as a center, 1.5 steals as a center, 1.8 blocks per game, while shooting 78% from the free throw line and 46% from the field. The next year, 27 points a game with 1.4 blocks per game, 1.6 steals as a center, 3.3 assists, 11 rebounds a game on 45% shooting. The next year, 27.8 points per game, 1.3 blocks, 1.4 steals, 4.8 assists, 12 rebounds a game, and the numbers go on. And another year, 25, where he averaged 13 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.6 steals per game, 1.6 blocks per game. The one thing y'all can call DeMarcus Cousins is everything, but you can't call him a bum. Those are like LeBron numbers, minus the assists. Let's get into his actual accomplishments in the NBA when he was healthy, because we all knew how much of a beast DeMarcus Cousins was. All he did was make 4 All-Star teams, 2 All-NBA teams, the rookie, and the NBA All-Rookie first team. And had he remained healthy, he would have made way more All-Star teams. The only thing that stopped DeMarcus Cousins from actually continuing to blossom as an NBA player was his body. He just broke down. But DeMarcus Cousins was a hell of a basketball player. So we can throw out, oh, he's a nobody and all of that stuff like they like to do with other people. He was actually a beast. And on most nights, he was on some beast mode stuff. And he was nasty with it when he played. So that's the first thing. DeMarcus Cousins is overqualified to evaluate basketball. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing, let's get to his biggest point, which is the Lakers aren't serious. The Lakers aren't serious. And oh, by the way, I also want to throw it in. He also believes that LeBron James is the GOAT. Because I know LeBron fans, oh, yeah, LeBron, he's LeBron. Let me open this up and rub it on my chest. He's a LeBron. Yeah, that's the hun. No. He probably bought a bucket of honey as well at some point in time. He's a LeBron guy. So y'all get to throw that right in the garbage. He supports LeBron. But even him, at this moment in time, has to keep it real. Like, yo, son, they're a joke. They're a joke. And the people promoting them are even bigger jokes. Bronny had a block. They're going to plaster it all over the internet. And you know who's for it? All for it? The Lakers. Listen to their head coach. Yeah, Bronny, he earned the spot. And I don't give a F what anybody else thinks. He earned the spot, and he 100% earned the spot. Let's listen to Rich Paul. This is all about winning. All Bronny wanted to do was hear his name get called. And by the way, if you think of drafting Bronny, he's going to another country. Now back to my original scheduled programming. First they said it didn't matter where he wanted to go. Then all of a sudden we're like, every team stay away from him. We're like, but that's not what you said. Shut up. You're doing a little bit too much thinking. Don't you know my supporters, they don't think, they just follow. They just rub honey and twerk it up all over the table and knock over people's drinks, running through the hallways, hollering and screaming, busting through doors, just basically acting a damn fool for some damn LeBron James. This is what they do. The Lakers are a clown show. A clown show. And I think that the Lakers are going to be must-see TV for this entire NBA season. And I'm going to be all here for it. For a bunch of reasons. First of all, let's evaluate the Lakers from a macro standpoint. The Lakers are supposed to be synonymous with winning. But nevertheless, they went out and hired a coach that had zero coaching experience. They then kept virtually the same roster, added Dalton Connect, who's a good player, but then they added Bronny James at the 55th pick, and then they got a player that looks like he could do something in Quincy Olivari, who they most likely will let go of because he is not going to be able to make any history with their main man. So he's out of there. They're like, but Laker fans, but he looks like he can actually support the team and actually give us some production. Like, yeah, but that's not part of the agenda, folks. That's not part of the agenda, so he's not going to make the roster. Okay? The Lakers are going to be a joke this season. And I think that they need to be treated as such. They're not serious. They are not serious. Let me ask y'all a question. Let's conduct a thought experiment here for a moment. Let's replace LeBron and say if it was Kobe. And let's say Kobe had a son that wasn't fully developed. Do y'all honestly think Kobe Bryant would have fought to get his son on the Lakers, knowing damn well he ain't ready, just so he could have the opportunity to say that I play with him? Do you honestly believe Kobe would never do that? Do you know why? Because I've heard Kobe talk about second place prizes and how he despises it and all of that. Kobe wasn't interested in any of that. He was not. But this is what the Lakers have become. And you know what gets me in all of this? Jeannie Buss just seems to be all for it. She's like, why not? Don't you love it? I love it. We're a clown show. Bring your hats and your big shoes. She loves it. I cannot believe how tone deaf the Lakers are. I just can't believe it. Just the other day, they were talking about, I think they were trying to evaluate Bronny's performance on ESPN. And they were like, yeah, but he didn't shoot really well. And they were like, but we're not talking about his production. We're talking about the moment. Did you see the moment when LeBron walked next to him and then he looked? What a moment. And he's like, yeah, but he scored 0. Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. And that's not what the Lakers are about. They're all about the headlines. So, folks, yes, DeMarcus Cousins is 100% correct. They're not serious. And if any of you believe that the Lakers are serious, you're going to be in for a very long season, folks.